Shit. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Dun, 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 dun. Hey everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Ba 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 ba. Yo, yo, yo. Is the chat not working? Oh, it's just nobody texting. Oh no, chat is working. Okay. Hey everyone, hello, hello. Hey, Mustard Frog, you got the Discord notification. Nice. How are you doing today? How's it going? Hey Samuel, hi from Berlin. Hey, I'm also sitting in Berlin. How are you doing? What's going on? What's going on in Berlin for you? Can I zoom in more? No, I can't. Okay. Uh, 10 degrees. Yeah, that's true. I like that it's not like so cold anymore. I agree. Hey, Azinuzum, nice name. Hi, Janusz. Do you have recommendations for compulsory internship in animation game concept in Berlin? In Berlin, I would definitely recommend Vuga as um, in terms of if you want to work in games. I can definitely recommend Vuga just because of the fact that I worked there for I don't know 4 years or 5 years. Um, it has a very healthy working culture, and the people are really great, and the environment is really good to learn. I would say. Um, I would say in animation, it's a bit different because I worked for a smaller studio called Woodblock years ago. They do commercials. They do animation commercials, so to speak. It's not the typical animation you maybe think of because it's a lot of 3D. But they're definitely cool studio, really cool people. So I can also recommend that. Um, Otherwise, also we have pretty good outsourcing studios in Berlin. What's it called? Airborne, for example. You can definitely check that out. Uh, I can also what else? There's also Character. Yeah, it's spelled like Vuga with a W. There's also Character. They do. I think what do they do? AAA relatively realistic or realistic concept artwork. Um, I don't know what is Six More Vodka doing because we also have Six More Vodka, and I know that that the what's his name ah the Marco Djokovic. I think he has his own IP, but I don't know if they still do outsourcing work for Riot because I remember they would still do that in the past. Yeah. And then we also have smaller studios, like really a lot in a way. But yeah, like technically you can just Google Berlin studio and then yeah. But from what I can recommend, and like I've worked there, then it mostly Vuga. Yeah. Do you usually use references? I use references all the time in a way, but maybe not in a way that you think, where I copy a reference, more of as a replacement, as information, or to push myself over the hill. So I start a drawing from imagination, and then I feel like it's not going anywhere, or I have an idea, but I don't know how to visualize that idea yet. So I need to look at stuff. I think it's really important to figure out what it is that you look at while working. I also would not recommend to look at art while you're working on your own art. You're welcome. If you have more questions, just ask. Hey, for Zaxon, are you working from a reference? If so, share so we can draw with you. I don't draw from a reference right now. I'm drawing something that I've drawn yesterday or 2 days ago from imagination. So I don't know. Maybe I have it here. I don't know in what book I drew it in. Maybe in here. Right. Probably, no, I probably draw it in the one that's in my jacket right now. So I drew it from references, and then I just draw sometimes the things again, especially when I try to warm up. Because I haven't drawn today, I was busy with mentorship calls and YouTube editing, so I had to finish the next YouTube video. And I was actually wanted to start the stream at 6, but I was waiting for the decoding of the YouTube video, and then it was exporting, and then right before it exported, it says, yeah, something went wrong with the font in the video. Restart the export. I'm like, fuck. So yeah, I decided to just start the stream then, not to wait anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I'm off the live drawing class now. Okay, enjoy the live drawing class. Reminds you of Clint Eastwood? Yeah, probably. Where do you go for live drawing? It's like 2 a.m. here. Oh, where are you located? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Da, 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 da. Illinois, nice. That's commitment, bro. Philippines, nice. Always want to go to the Philippines. Do you mainly use pen or do you switch line weights? Um, I mainly use pen actually. So, I mean, especially in streaming, I haven't used pencil because I think also if I would draw with pencil in here, it wouldn't be that well visible. I'm not sure actually. I haven't tried it. But also the good thing is like when I draw with pen, it's easier for me to talk with you because mostly when I do it on stream, I draw everything from imagination, so I can just like completely be flexible in talking with you, but also like being fast. Because the problem is sometimes in the past streams, I was talking so much that we had like literally no drawing progression, and with pen you just so much faster, especially in learning, you know. Um, so for the people who are new here, I don't know, like I'm teaching online, like I do one-on-one teaching. So everyone who wants to go into concept art, everyone who wants to be a professional illustrator and stuff, I teach foundations, design, composition, drawing, everything. And the thing is that I always see in students, especially when they need a certain amount of progression, I can see they need the repetition and the reps. And sometimes switching from a medium such as pencil or even from drawing digital to a medium like ink, it feels very uncomfortable in the beginning, but it speeds up the process so much. Because first of all, you draw more carefully because you think more about the things you're about to do because you can't erase, right? But it's also more direct and it's much faster. So you go through much more pages and much more motifs and much more designs. And I actually, for me, it came a bit more unintentional because I always wanted to do like these direct ink drawings. But I remember once years ago, there was a video of a student who studied product design in Pasadena in the Art Center. And he was showing his sketchbooks and he was talking about that in the beginning they will had to go to a museum and draw everything they see in the museum and they only use pen. And he had like these like, I don't know, 20 or 30 sketchbooks in there and they're always filled with this stuff. And I realized, okay, well, it's true because it's such a fast pace of going through drawings by using ink only. So yeah. Are you gonna join the global comic contest by Clip Studio? Which one? I remember the last one was Deja Vu, right? I never joined any comic contest. I'm just helping my students who want to try comics. And also, if you're a starter and you start going into comics, then doing these contests is actually also pretty good because you get a good feeling for this stuff. What is the topic? What can I win? Can I win something? Hey Impro, welcome to stream. How are you doing? I would love to see your platinum fountain pen also. You mean you want me to draw with this one here? Yeah, I love this one. I just switched it up, you know, like. Also in this sketchbook, the fountain pen bleeds a little bit if I do a stroke. So that's a bit unfortunate. And I'm out of paper actually, so out of my other um, paper that I usually use for drawing. And these Staedtler pens, stay super soft, which is really cool for chill drawing. Are your inks waterproof? I don't know if these Staedtlers are. Oh yeah, the Staedtlers are waterproof. It's written on the pen. There's written it's waterproof. And the other ink I'm using is carbon ink. Is also waterproof. Let me scroll the chat. Topic is journey, so I thought it would be a good point of entry since you draw lots cowboys. Do something like Mobius inspired. $10,000? Is that 1 0 too much, or is it really 10K? I'm all in. How many pages? 1 pages, 2 pages, 15 chapters. I can only draw one face, the same perspective from imagination. I'm guessing I haven't learned how deconstruct form. I made a video about learning to draw the face. I don't know if you've watched that. I can recommend doing the exercises I'm telling in there. It's more about constructing heads using geoforms. Yeah. But also, like you said, you probably need a lot of variety and repetition in the things that you want to continuously learn. Because, of course, when you draw from your head, there's like these repetition and patterns that you will probably draw a lot again and again and again. And of course, you need to force yourself, and it's also very uncomfortable in the beginning. But it's also something that needs time, right? It needs time to get to the point of like building up this library of different faces, like from below, besides, above, and all that. But the good thing about drawing without a reference is always good to double check what you can do, right? scroll the chat. Yeah, feel free to ask more questions, folks. Like, don't be shy. If you just want to chill, of course. Also, for people who are new here, like, I don't put any music on. You can put your own music on, since everyone has a different taste. It's kind of like my thing. So I have music in my ear, so feel free to put on your own music. Hey, Smoldering, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Just a bit tired, but yeah. How are you doing? How was your day? Ah, you drawing with nice. Oblivion soundtrack. Ooh, that's the good stuff. Like there's a period of time in the year where I need to start my day with Skyrim music. So it's noon. Ah, okay. Yeah, here it is 7:15 p.m. I have to move over. I'm not sitting over the sketchbook. Just because I have like this microphone here. It's on a tripod, and I need to move it. Just one sec. Does that work here? Because I have to give myself a bit more cable. Okay, I think that's better. Can I put it here maybe? Yeah, I think that's better. Yo, Pablo, was geht ab? Was geht ab, Diggi? My frustration with figure drawing is that I get so overwhelmed. I don't know what to practice draw. Okay, so you basically get overwhelmed with figure drawing in general, and you're overwhelmed. Take it apart. Take the figure apart. If you're overwhelmed, it's better to dismantle the figure by either way just practicing gestures, or either way just practicing making box figures, or either way just drawing hands, arms, legs, feet, torsos, hips, neck. Like basically take it completely apart. That's still the best approach if you're overwhelmed. No? Managing complex tasks by breaking them down into small ones and start with the first is still the best thing Mark Twain ever said, in my opinion. Pablo, was hat deine Lehrerin zum Kim Jong-gi Buch gesagt? Hast du es mitgenommen? I will try that, thanks. You can try that. You can also come in my program and I can teach you one-on-one if you feel unsure and if you think you can manage. Then I can give you the assignments and I can give you feedback technically every day if you're doing assignments and post them in your channel every day. So. Die hat gesagt, dass es unfassbar ist und dass das Line-Art einfach toll ist. Ja, da stimme ich auch zu. Da stimme ich absolut zu. Sie hat guten Geschmack, gute Lehrerin. Have any personal favorite art books of this past year or in general? Art books. Okay, let's think about the previous year. So I'm just talking about the ones I've bought in the previous year, because like I have so many books. There's one with which I found in a comic book store here in Berlin. I walked by the comic book store multiple times, and I never went in. And one day I just went in, and it's called Grober Unfug. It's a German translation for rough nonsense, and it's a really cool store. And I found a book where as I understood it correctly, where Mobius got interviewed in the 70s by a guy, and they go really deep. Like, it's a really thick book, and it's basically an interview. So it's just text mostly, where he asked Mobius like really deep questions about himself, his process, his thoughts. And while I was reading it, and I haven't finished it yet, I got a, like I felt like I could understand him better, because still it's like really hard to understand him as a person. So there was definitely a big nugget, and I'm still glad for it. Then also I bought actually some mangas. So I bought a few Vagabond mangas to read, and they were really inspiring just to look at and also to see the pacing and all that. But also I got more into Otomo, so I bought myself a manga of Akira, just to see the pacing and the paneling, but also a book where it's just about the keyframes and the thumbnailing of that. So yeah, 10,000 price pool specifically. First price is about $4,000 plus 3 years of Clip Studio subscription, which is apparently 1,000 in value, no page limit. Okay. Okay. Do I need to do it in Clip Studio? Can I do it traditional? The interview section in art books are my favorite part. It sounds so cool. Yeah, it's really, really cool. The thing is, like, I need to get up to show it, and the thing is, I'm literally turtled inside of my setup, and I'm afraid if I hit my setup too much, the camera breaks. But let me see if I can Google it with my left hand. Mobius interview book, and it has a green cover. Here, I got it. The book is called Dr. Mobius and Mr. Gier. So Mr. Giraud, basically. Wait, can I put a link in? I can copy this Amazon link. Can I put it in here? Can I send it? Probably, right? Here, there's the link for the book. It worked. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah. Hey, Jason Bailey. Thank you for the sub and welcome to the YouTube stream. Yeah, I'm also glad I haven't destroyed the setup. Salut. Salut, salut. Comment ça va? How are you? Anyone has something special this week happening? Anyone wants to share? We bought a house, lol. Okay, directly you won. No, it's not. Sick. I mean, congrats. That's great. That's great. I recently received a book about the Elden Ring mythology. I'll probably be reading some of that. Lots of cool ideas, inspiration in there. Oh, nice. And the flip side. I wonder if there's a function that I can share my Spotify playlist automatically in here. And the flip side. Well, I don't even know what I'm listening here. Is that possible? Share queue lyrics? I guess if you are in our Discord server, you can actually see what I'm listening to. No, you see I'm streaming. Oh, okay, never mind. Get on with it. On the flip side. On the flip side. I'm just freestyling, by the way. It's just doodling, so nothing particular in mind. Just from off top of my head. I don't know. Always, Nib. Hey, Nib, welcome to stream. Always, always, always. He is the goat. The actual goat. Why is the chat so quiet today? Are you all drawing? Okay, then I haven't said anything. Mm-mm. Oh, and we got a stream bot on on Twitch. Amazing. With 1000 viewers on Twitch. Good job, Streambot. Ja, ich bin am Zeichnen, mag den Stream im Hintergrund zu haben. Okay, cool. Cool. Lass dich nicht stören. Lass dich nicht stören. Ich habe dich gefragt. I mean, if everyone who's in here draws, then I've done my job well, I guess. Da, 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Can be traditional. And you can scan it, submit it. I feel you can do it so you could become the next Mobius. Well, yeah, I don't know. Thing is, like the much I love, respect, and be a fanboy of Mobius, I obviously don't want to become the second Mobius, right? I'd rather become the first me. But I guess it's also really hard if I'm like very driven by the work. But I actually stopped looking at that, at the work more. You know, I try really to look only at the real world. Just there's some days where I feel like, okay, I need some visual inspiration. Um, what are some ways you develop your ability to control the pressure you put on the paper? You have very good control over brushes, for example. I'm finding it rather challenging now. Um, hmm. Ways to develop it. Well, so the hardest way to draw or like bring anything with your hand to paper is using a brush, like you said, right? So using the brush is really hard because you have a soft tip. Means you need extra control. Um, I always struggled with brush pen in the past because I had to learn to control the tip. When you have a pen, you can get away with pressing too much, especially when you have an ink pen where the ink control is not demanded by the pressure. But that's what you need to understand first, that when you, for example, use a brush and you dip it into ink, that the amount of control is demanded by the pressure you apply through your hand. And in the beginning, what I was always doing was using my little pinky finger. So it's a very old common trick by just making sure that first you need a clean pinky finger, make sure there's no ink on it. And then you put your pinky finger on the paper while drawing. And that is something that you can use to measure distance between the tip and the paper. But also, it's kind of like how you say, it's kind of like a balance act. So it helps you to rest your hand a little bit more on the paper if you're heavy-handed, and that also enables you to feel the pressure you apply, because often it's about the feeling that you don't feel how much pressure you do apply. Um, and doing the hardest thing, which is drawing with the brush, very often is, I would say, the best training you can receive when it comes to that. And also, I mean, like line exercises, right? Drawing straight lines with a brush, drawing patterns with a brush, drawing a lot with a brush, basically. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of like the base thing I can tell you, because in the most parts, of course, there are no real secrets, right? So it's more a practice, a daily practice thing. It's really more about the feeling that you have to establish. Also, I don't know if your elbow rests on something, but I think if you put your elbow down on something, that can also be very helpful. Nice, nice. I hope it's helpful. So I'm now looking for some references of something that I can use to convince a city scene, to convince, looking for like flying cars like and stuff, something that I can use to continue my freestyling. Mm, 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 mm. Dun, 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 dun. Hmm. Oh, fuck. What do I do with this arm now? Sorry, I'm so much in my zone. It's I don't know. It's the sorry. Completely forgot I am streaming. How many people are we on stream? 18 people. Yeah, just doodling around, being stupid. Okay, let's do something new. So yeah, I don't feel like painting somehow today. More like drawing or doodling. It's a bit more relaxing. But also I need to apologize because I'm not so energized today. Um, it's just because the past few days they were like so full with stuff, so much to do. It was just too packed. So I'm not really the entertaining guy today. But I hope at least some of you can take the pen and just draw, doodle. I mean, I'm glad you spent your Friday evening with me. Wow. I apologize. So let's do one more drawing. One more drawing. Alete kotzt das Kind. Dun, 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 dun. What are you all drawing? What are you drawing? What are you doing? It's awkwardly quiet today. Is it because it's Friday? Okay, everyone. Oh, I feel like I'm so empty in energy and so tired. I really have to take a rest. Probably watch some JJK, get some food, and then tanking up some energy. So yeah, everything that we drew today was absurdly random. Um, Maybe if any of you have anything that you want me to do on the upcoming streams, um, just drop it in the comments below. Um, hey, hey, Prith 12. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just doing it every day. I guess it's the only thing I can do. The thing is also like I don't really know where to go with this. I'm looking forward to finish my book. I already have everything set up, test printed it. Still need to do a little bit of it. Nothing of this comes into the book, by the way. This is just random. But yeah, I'm looking forward to get my book done, get the Kickstarter rolling. Also, there's some new things coming up. Yeah. New YouTube video comes tomorrow. Yeah. For the people who want to work on their portfolio and want to get in the concept art field, or want to learn digital painting and all that, please make sure to check out the link below. We have open mentoring spots open. Other than that, I appreciate everyone who comes here, even if you say nothing and just draw along. I appreciate you being here, and I mean that. And I wish you all a wonderful evening. For me, it's evening, and maybe a rest day. A wonderful weekend. Take care. Stay healthy. Stay positive. And yeah. I watched you 1 year ago. And then you go boom, ratatata, clap, clap, clap. I love you. Keep going. Yeah. I mean. I wish it would be like I wish it would have been like boom, da, clap, 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 bam, there it is. But yeah, appreciate you following along. Really. And thank you for letting me know. This is always motivating to hear. Okay, wonderful people. Take care. Bye bye.